It's a fantastic move for Mo Kudus because if he succeeds at Tottenham, that means two things. One, he's won trophies, and more importantly, he's been part of the core of people that have brought Tottenham back from wherever it was to wherever it is they're going. Tottenham have never been great, but what do I know? So that is the upside. And he gets another move out to probably a Liverpool or something. Because I genuinely think the Chelsea boat is sailed. Chelsea did want him, but I personally didn't want him. Not because he's not a good player. I just didn't see where he was going to play. And it's not a knock on Kudus' ability or anything like that. So maybe a club like Tottenham is good for him in the grand scheme of things, in that he will get playing time because Kulusevski can't stay fit. So we know that right-hand side, he can make it his. Or he could even take over the 10 over James Maddison. So there are variants of positions that he can play within Tottenham. But then Tottenham have signed him and within 24 hours have also potentially completed the deal for Morgan Gibbs-White. So how does that work? Do you see what I mean?
Honestly, I get what you mean, because the thing that I'm not too comfortable with about this move as a Ghanaian fan is that it's a little similar to what he went to meet at West Ham. I remember when he first moved to West Ham, we were having a conversation over here about where he's going to play. And everybody was obviously talking from emotions and saying, Kudus better pass Bowen, Kudus better pass Paqueta, he go play, like that kind of thing. But realistically, it's not just about talent, it's about effectiveness. If you ask me, yes, Kudus is a more talented player, at least than Bowen. I don't know about Paqueta. But in terms of what a manager would want from his players, Bowen would give his manager probably more from his position than what Kudus would, at least in the short term. Bowen is like a manager's dream. Tell him to do this, you do that, and he's going to give you high production. Plus, he's still a bit of a raw entity who is still like to reach where he's supposed to reach. So he can be a frustrating player for a manager to have. Before the West Ham move, we had this conversation and everybody was saying that he could play here, he could play here. In the end, we saw that particularly in the second season, he was shifted to the left. So now he's come to Tottenham, where it's a bit of a similar situation where you are going to compete with Kulusevski. Like you said, he has his injury problems. But when he's fit, he's one of their best players, if not their best attacker right now. Maddison, too, again, similar situation. He also has his injury problems. But when he's fit, he also records very high production numbers. So again, it might be a problem if those two players are fit and in form. And then we are also leaving out Brennan Johnson, who scored the winning goal.
And not just Brennan Johnson, there's also Wilson Odobert, two there.
That one, they are not sure it will be a problem for Kudus.